These 7 things. Welcome back, and today we're talking about something no man ever wants to admit, because the truth is, most men don't get cheated on overnight. They get warned, again and again and again, but they ignore the signs because they don't want to believe what those signs are telling them. Here's the scary part. Women rarely wake up one morning and decide to cheat. The emotional process usually starts weeks, sometimes months before the actual betrayal happens. The connections start shifting, the priorities start changing, the respect starts disappearing, and if you're paying attention, you'll notice it. Today, I'm going to show you 7 signs that she's emotionally checking out and getting dangerously close to crossing a line. Let's begin. Number 1. She suddenly becomes unreachable. Not busy, unreachable. There's a difference. Everyone gets busy. Everyone has work. Everyone has responsibilities. But when someone cares about you, they find a way to stay connected. What becomes suspicious is when there are entire chunks of time that simply don't make sense. You call, no answer. You text, no response. Hours later, she finally replies, and the explanation never quite adds up. Her phone died. She fell asleep. She forgot her charger. She was helping a friend. She didn't see your message. Every excuse sounds possible, but together they start forming a pattern, and patterns tell the truth. Pay attention to this. People make time for what matters. If she's becoming increasingly unavailable, while simultaneously becoming defensive whenever you ask questions, something is changing. Maybe she's not cheating yet, but emotionally, she may already be halfway out the door. Number 2. A new guy suddenly appears in every conversation. You know exactly what I'm talking about. One day, you've never heard his name. A week later, his name is everywhere. Oh, Jake said this. Oh, Jake thinks that's funny. Oh, Jake helped me with that. Oh, Jake is coming too. Suddenly, this new person is woven into every story she tells. Now, before anyone gets upset, men and women can absolutely be friends. That's not the issue. The issue is frequency. The issue is emotional investment. The issue is how much emotional space this new person is beginning to occupy inside her world. Because emotional affairs don't begin in hotel rooms. They begin in conversations, daily conversations, constant conversations, private conversations. The more emotional energy she invests in him, the less emotional energy remains for you. And that's where the danger begins. Number 3. She gets defensive about things that never used to bother her. This one catches a lot of men off guard. You ask a simple question. She reacts like you've accused her of a crime. You ask where she's been. She gets irritated. You ask who she's texting. She gets angry. You ask why she's acting differently. She starts an argument. Notice something. The question isn't the problem. The guilt is. People who have nothing to hide usually answer simple questions. People who are hiding something often attack the question itself, because the best defense is making you feel guilty for asking. Eventually, you stop asking, and that's exactly what they want. Number 4. She starts protecting her phone like it's classified information. Years ago, she'd leave her phone on the couch. Now, it never leaves her hand. She takes it to the bathroom. She flips it face down. She changes passwords. Notifications suddenly disappear. Messages are hidden, and every time her phone lights up, she checks it instantly. You know what's interesting? Trustworthy people don't usually behave like they're protecting state secrets. Now, does phone privacy matter? Absolutely. But there's a difference between privacy and secrecy. Privacy says, I deserve personal space. Secrecy says, I don't want you discovering something. Never confuse the two. Number 5, she starts comparing you to other men. This is where things get dangerous, because comparison is often the first step toward replacement. Maybe she doesn't say it directly. Maybe it's subtle. Why don't you work out like him? Why don't you dress like him? Why don't you have his ambition? Why don't you communicate like him? Every comparison sends the same message. You are being evaluated, and someone else is setting the standard. The moment another man becomes the benchmark against which you're measured, your position in her mind is no longer secure, and that's a problem. Number 6, she stops caring about your feelings. This is one of the biggest warning signs, because before someone cheats physically, they usually disconnect emotionally. She stops asking about your day, she stops checking in, she stops comforting you, she stops celebrating your wins, she stops caring when something hurts you. And here's what makes it painful. You can feel it. You feel the distance. You feel the coldness. You feel the emotional absence. It's like she's still there physically, but mentally, emotionally, she's somewhere else. That emotional withdrawal is often the final stage before a relationship reaches a breaking point. Number 7, she no longer fears losing you. This is the most dangerous sign of all, because healthy relationships require investment, and people protect what they value. When a woman truly loves and respects a man, the idea of losing him matters, not because she's afraid, but because she values what she has. But when
she's emotionally detached, something changes. Arguments don't affect her. Distance doesn't affect her. Your unhappiness doesn't affect her. The possibility of a breakup doesn't affect her. She becomes strangely calm, almost indifferent, and indifference is often far more dangerous than anger. Anger means emotion still exists. Indifference means the emotion may already be gone. Listen carefully. None of these signs alone guarantee she's cheating, but when multiple signs start appearing together, you need to pay attention. Not because you should become paranoid, not because you should become controlling, but because ignoring reality has never saved a relationship. The strongest men aren't the ones who refuse to see red flags. The strongest men are the ones who recognize them early enough to protect their peace. Never chase someone who is slowly walking away. Never beg someone to choose you. And never ignore behavior that continuously destroys your trust, because trust is the foundation of every relationship. The moment trust disappears, everything else eventually follows. If this video opened your eyes, make sure you subscribe. And remember this, the right woman will never make you constantly question where you stand. You'll know because her actions will give you peace, not confusion.